Hello, second grade. We are working on learning that when you add heat to an object, it might melt. And when you take away the heat and cool it down, it might freeze or turn it back into a solid. So we're going from solids to liquids, from liquids to solids by adding or taking away, removing heat. Now, in class, we're going to do several demonstrations. We're going to have some wax and has a wax warmer, which warms up the wax and the wax begins to melt. And it'll be scented so that you will be able to smell. It'll be a candle, like a candle wax, and it's going to melt the candle without a flame. There's no flames involved, just a little heating pad that heats up the wax and makes it turn into a liquid. And then we're going to take the wax off the heating pad and it'll turn back into a solid. So that's one demonstration. Also, there's wax inside all of my lava lamps. So when the light comes on the lava lamp, the light heats up the wax inside and makes it melt, and then it becomes liquid and it bubbles around. And we're also going to pay attention to the thermometer. Now, the red part of the thermometer, the part that's in the middle that goes up and down, if the red part is high, that means it's hot. And some things like butter could melt, or cheese, or chocolate. Um, and if it's the red part is low, that means it's cold and things will be more solid, like maybe water turns into ice, or the melted butter turns back into solid butter, or the melted wax turns back into solid wax because we took the heat away. We're going to do a demonstration, an experiment on melted ice, like ice. I'm going to give you ice in a cup, and then you will, if you're at home, you get some ice, put it in a cup, no water, no liquid. Let the cup sit there in the room until the ice melts. We're going to weigh the cup with the ice, see what it weighs. Then we're going to predict, when the ice melts, will it weigh the same, or the water weigh the same or more or less than the ice? So that's what we're doing. We're going to let the ice sit there until it melts, then weigh it before and after it melts and see if it's the same. Now, I'm predicting that it's going to weigh the same because we didn't add anything to it or take anything away from it. It's the same material, just melted. So it should weigh about the same. That's my prediction. What do you think? Try it out. See what happens. And then at the end of the class, and we're going to write these things down. We're going to take notes in class. And at the very end of class, we will do some fun dances like a freeze dance because we've been talking about freezing and um, melting. Also, talking about melting, did you know that lava is melted rocks? If you take rocks, if the earth takes rocks and heats them up, they will melt and become lava. Lava is not just a thing on its own, it's actually melted rocks. Just like I melted the wax and made it liquid, well, you can melt rocks and make them liquid, and that's called lava. That's why lava. Now, my little lava lamp is not made of real lava, it's made out of wax, but it's the same idea that you're going to melt something that is solid. That's fun to know. We're going to have a good time with this in class. And if you're at home, you can have fun with this at home doing some experiments with melting and freezing. Thank you for listening and learning.